So hello everyone, in this video we will see how we can install Jupyter Notebook and how we can use Jupyter Notebook for writing our Python program. So for in the first step you have to open the command prompt. So for opening the command prompt you can just press Windows plus R key. So Windows key will be there in your laptop. You can just press Windows plus R key and you can just press enter, and other way is there. So you can search here command prompt. So if you search here command prompt, it will come and you can just select it. So you can use either of the which depends on you. If you can remember the command, you can just press Windows plus R and press enter. Otherwise, you can just search a command prompt and you can just press. You can just click on that. Then after this command prompt will open like this. So this is the command prompt of window. So in the first step, you should check whether Python is installed in your system or not. So for checking Python, whether Python is installed in your system, you just type Python, give a space and double hyphen and just type version. So if Python is installed in your system, some version will come. So whatever version you have installed in your system, that version will come. If the Python is not installed, you have to first install the Python. So after installing the Python, check this command again, try this command again, and then you will be able to get this. After that, you have to check pip. After that, you have to install pip. So to check whether pip is installed in your system or not, you just have to enter this command pip and again same thing version. So if pip has been installed, here also you will get something. So you can see this one. We are getting here. So this is the version of pip. So pip 20.0.2. This version has been installed in our system. And here Python version is also coming. So if pip is not installed, that also you need to install before installing the Jupyter notebook. Then Then for installing Jupyter Notebook, you have to enter this command. You have to type this command Python, then space hyphen m, then pip, and then install, and then you have to give Jupyter. Then you need to give Jupyter and hit enter. So it will install the Jupyter Notebook. So as you can see, we are getting requirement already satisfied because I have already installed in my system. So if you have not installed, this command will install the Jupyter Notebook. After that, we need to launch the Jupyter Notebook. For launching the Jupyter Notebook, you just have to type the command. So you just need to type the command Jupyter space notebook. So just type this command Jupyter space notebook and click hit enter. It will launch the Jupyter Notebook, or it will open the Jupyter Notebook. So let us wait. So this is the window. This is the window you will be able to see after you will open the Jupyter Notebook. So you can change folder also. Any folder if you want, you can install in that folder. Then you will be able to see with this window. After this window you need to click new notebook. You have to create new notebook. For creating new notebook, you can see this new button here. You just have to click new, and then you have to select Python 3. So there are other options also. So other option are text file, folder, terminal. We don't have to do all these things. We just have to click our Python 3 notebook so that we can write our Python programs. Then you can see here, this is the name of the notebook. So here if you want, you can give any name here. I am just giving the name demo here for this one. And then this is the block. This is one block. So in this block you can write code also, you can write text also, you can import image also, you can use image also. So this is the very powerful tool. I like this Python tool. So there are many tools for the writing Python program, but I like this is my favorite tool because everything you can write in the same document. So you can write code also, you can write heading also, you can write a text also, you can import image also, flowchart also. So whatever you want, you can write in the same document. So this is a very powerful tool. We will see how we can use those things in this video. So first, if you want to write any text, so how we can do that? For writing any text, so as you can see that this box, you can show that this drop down box. So in this code is selected. If you click here you have to select markdown. So for writing text, you have to select markdown and just select that, and you can write the text, or you can give the heading. You can simply give. So let me do this. you can simply give the heading, and after that just click shift plus enter. So after writing text or writing any program, you can just click, you can just press shift plus enter, it will be executed. And the other way is you can just click here run. So this also will execute that box. So either it is text box or it is a code box. So this is a simple text. If you want to give in, if you want to give some heading, so when we are writing programs, so in this Jupyter notebook you can write different programs, you can write as many programs as you want, and in one different box you can write a different program. So in one box you can write one program. So it is better that if we give heading for that one, so that user will understand so what program we are writing. So if you are giving this notebook to someone, so the person who is reading should be able to understand which program has been written. So it is always advised to give heading for the notebook, to give heading what we are doing. So for giving for giving the heading, you can just type the hash key. So if you type the hash key and give space, it will come like this. So this is the largest font we have, so this is the largest font size we have. So if you give 2 hash, it will become a smaller. 3 hash, it will again become smaller. So it depends on you what font size you want. According to that, you can give that many hash, and there should be a space between hash and the text, whatever text you are writing. And after that, just press shift plus enter. So first we are loading the library. First we will load the library. So this is the, so let me write that in heading. So as you can see how beautiful it is coming, it is coming in bold letters, so that whenever someone will read, he or she will be able to understand this. So okay, so in this box we are loading the library. So how we can load the library? For loading any library, you can just do, so suppose if we are if we have to load pandas library, so pandas is a very powerful tool for in python. So suppose if you want to load the pandas library, so you can just type this command and you can press shift plus enter. So this will be loaded. It will take some time, it will get loaded. So if pandas is not installed, if pandas is not installed, you will get some error, no module found, no module error, something like that. So for installing pandas, you can just come to our command prompt. So as you can see, so this Jupyter notebook is running, so I cannot enter this command. Let me open this new window, and you can just give, you can just give this command. So for installing pandas, you can just give pip install pandas, and it will install the pandas. If pandas is not there, it will install. So in my system it is already there, so it is telling requirement already satisfied. Now let us go back to our notebook and we will see. So we have imported the library. Then suppose if you want to write some program, so I will give the heading program to print hello world. Suppose I want to write this program. Then after writing this line, this heading in the text box, you just have to go there and you have to select markdown. And after selecting the markdown, just hit shift plus enter key. It will come, heading will come. So as you can see, we are getting this heading program to print hello world. And if you want to print hello world, you can just write hello world in the print. So don't worry about it how we are writing this. We will see further in this course how we can print something. So we will see everything in detail. So in this video we are just seeing how we can use this tool to write the program, to write the heading and all. So don't worry about it. And as you can see, we are getting hello world as the output. So this is our output. So this is the advantage of the Jupyter. So after the code, just after the block, you will get the output also. Suppose you want to write some other program. So I want to write the program to print 1 to 10. So for again you have to convert into markdown, and just hit the key shift plus enter. And if you want to print the numbers from 1 to 10, you can write like this. So for printing 1 to 10, we have to do range from range up to 11. In range we have to write 11, and then so not print, then you can just print I and press shift plus enter. So 1 to 10 we need to print, so let us give beginning also. Then you can see it is just printing the numbers from 1 to 10. If you want this, if you want this to be in same line, you can just give int equal to space. give space here, space will come after the numbers also. So this is the, this in this way you can give heading and you can write the command after the heading in the next box. In the next box either it will be in the code box. So code should be selected here if you want to write the code. If you want to give the heading, markdown should be selected. So this is the point I want to convey. And after that you can, after writing the complete program, you can just press shift plus enter, or you can just click here also, it will run the program. Then, so this is about the Jupyter notebook. So if you want to insert, suppose if you want to insert something, if you want to insert cell above this cell, so you can just click here and you can do insert cell above. You can do from here also. If you want to insert below this, so you can just do it using this key, using plus key. So if you keep on pressing plus key, on clicking plus key, it will be inserted. If you want to delete some key, you can just click on cut. So it will delete whatever key you want, delete whatever box you want, right? And then let me check if other. So suppose if your program is running for a long time and it is not getting executed, the program is taking time. Suppose your programs get stuck, then you can just click on this key. It will interrupt the kernel. It will interrupt the kernel and stop executing the program. And then if you click on kernel here, there are other command also. So here also, from here also you can interrupt the kernel if the program is not getting executed and it is taking long time. So using this command you can restart the kernel. So sometimes you will be able to, you may feel the necessity to restart the kernel, so you can do it from here. It will just refresh the kernel. So using this key, using this command or key, whatever, using this tool, so we can just clear and restart. So we can just it will just restart the notebook and clear all the output. So it is asking, so it is asking continue running, if you want to continue running, or restart and clear all output. So I will do clear all output. So it will clear all the outputs, as you can see. Just wait. So as you can see here, it has deleted all the output. So if you want to explore more, you can just do this. You can just open your notebook and try writing something, and you can explore more from the notebook, whatever you want. If you, so this is about the Jupyter notebook. So I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt, you can just mention in the comment section. So thank you.